called living close together. Masjid, school, business, they talk about permit only. It's bad for them to do that, to have independent homes and schools. Now, if you have a Christian area, they say that's fine. If you have an Irish area, it's fine. But if you have a few Muslims that got a few houses, they talk about this stuff here. That's bad. Open letter to the DC police. So we just told them to get a sex change. I mean, get hormone therapy, Let's call them girls, stuff like that. These are very old. Repunked the FBI, Declaration of Independence. The attack in Oakland, the last few years, was an international attack on the last and only independent African-American run masjid in the United States. There is no other, and if anybody can correct me if I'm wrong, there is no other independent African-American system in the United States that stands up for the Quran and the Sunnah and stuff like that has that behavior, anti-Zionist, anti-war, anti-Pentagon, anti-all of that. There's nobody else do that but us. So when they had them Negroes raid the masjid, they were doing that to provoke us so that they could get rid of us some kind of way. And they were serious about it. You gotta remember, that was a short period. For a few years, every time I go to Oakland, there's something dumb going on. But big stuff that never happened to nobody else. Never happened to nobody in the United States. How to punk the FBI? This is always the way we feel about it. We feel like now this is right out of the hadith. They don't understand it though. They think that's horrible to say that. This psychological war. Can I just read a couple of the hadith? Aisha radiallahu anha reported the Messenger of Allah sallallahu alaihi wasallam kept a pulpit within the mosque for Hassan ibn Thabit radiallahu anhu, that he might take his stand thereon to take pride in the Messenger of Allah or to meet opposition. She reported that the Messenger of Allah sallallahu alaihi wasallam used to say, satirize the Quraysh, and verily it is more severe on them than the throwing of arrows. That's in Sahih Muslim. She also reported, I heard the Messenger of Allah sallallahu alaihi wasallam say to Hassan, verily the Holy Spirit, that is the angel Jibreel, will not cease to help you so long as you meet opposition for the sake of Allah and His Messenger. She said, I heard the Messenger of Allah sallallahu alaihi wasallam say, Hassan satirized them. It will cure Muslims and it will also cure himself. Satirize. First time we used this hadith was with the last poets. There was a flyer in 82, I think. Because that's what they used to do, satirize the system, right? So if you have a big monster that everybody's just afraid of, go make fun of it. And if you live, everybody say, look what he just did. Right? So how to punk the FBI, everybody was watching. We didn't get killed, we didn't wind up in jail. Right? Whatever they did, of course, 2009, they kicked us out of the UK and stuff like that, but what the heck. Revolution from Egypt to the Americas. This is very important. This stuff shows where they're coming from. Revolution from Egypt to the Americas. Oakland and the Islamic Revolution. Where is the revolution in Oakland? Right? Who are they talking about? Well, they got Imam Jamil right here, H. Brown. And we ain't gave up on Jamil. Imam Lukman, they just killed. And then they got me. They're telling me, nigga, if you don't shut up, one of your homeboys is dead. And ain't nobody did nothing about it. That's what they're doing. They're showing you, nigga, we just shoot you down the street like a dog. Then they'll get all of your families and friends, they'll get everybody against you. And most people, that will work. Unless you're chronically involved. And you tell them, kiss your behind. Then you use everything in the arsenal. You try to buy you, that don't work. They try to scare you, that don't work. They try to tie up your funds, that don't work. They try to isolate you and cut you off from everybody. We don't even get invited to their programs, but people pay attention to us more than they do to any of them. I don't believe the numbers they have on there that somebody watches stuff 20 times or 15 times or 2 times. I believe that they play with that stuff. Now we're going to get them for that. We're going to duplicate. Hey man, we got so much stuff. We're going to pass out so many of these DVDs. It's a shame. All the time till we get ready. This is South Africa. That is a Czech performed flight, South Africa flight 207, for Mr. Reams, do not board. Then they have some other numbers here. But the thing I like about this is they wrote this note, they had to do it on purpose. This is the duty roster for the airport in Johannesburg. It's a duty roster. So they gave me the duty roster for everybody, so I can call without any work. I don't have to do any work. I can call everybody that was working that day at the Johannesburg airport. That's what they wrote it on. This is a duty roster. Everybody that was working. This is everybody. They shift the whole duty roster. It's wonderful. Okay? We'll use it when we get ready. I'll stop showing pictures, but this picture here, this is a special picture because I took it to California with me last time I went. And I gave one talk and I had it held out. And remember when I called you and I said, would you look at that blue car out there and see? Because this disappeared. Disappeared. I said, well, it's gone. And I could understand it because it makes them mad. See, no, it makes them mad. Just imagine if I'm out there talking loud and they said, that's just a loud nigga. But if I show this picture, this is the rock bar. It ain't no American got no picture like not a single American that I know of. Maybe one man. But no other American has ever been even filmed with the rock bar.
Not the whole time that he's been the rock bar. I mean, he's been the rock bar for 28 years and nobody's ever done. Nobody.
I might have pictures when he was the president back in '86 when he spoke before the UN. But here's the thing. You remember when we are giving talks and we hold this up? This simple picture means that this is not a loudmouth nigga here. And then we show pictures of the president and all of that. And I got tons of other pictures. Any big Ayatollah you can name, I got pictures of us walking and talking and laughing and on the same podium. The great Ayatollah is speaking and I'm the monitor of the program, all of that. Okay, so what I want to say was this. Part of this is independence thing is for our brothers, especially in California. When it talks about coalition, this go around, and today I'm reaching out to a special group of brothers in California now. Which group is that? We all grew up together in them state penitentiaries. All of y'all that was at Frico with me, Frico ran school for boys from 57 to 59. Fred C. Nellis School for Boys, 61 to 60 and 62, 60 to 61. Preston School of Industry, Pine Grove, all of that, 63. And finally the penitentiary, Duell Vocational Institution. All the people, remember our crew, some became George Jackson, some became Soledad Brothers. All of those brothers are dead. Now, most of y'all have rotted in the penitentiary, tell the truth, since 1959. Y'all been going in and out of the penitentiary. Some of you that I keep up with since 50 years ago haven't been out no more than 4 years. Those are the lucky ones out of all of that time. Now y'all remember I used to go to the hole all the time. So whatever happened, I did it myself. I never brought nobody to the hole with me. Now here we are, and the white man has had the brothers surrounded for the last 40 years. 40 years. Since, I'm going to sound arrogant, my administration in Oakland. Now remember the administration in Oakland. Strongest, most powerful organization in Oakland. Nobody ever even got beat up. Definitely nobody got killed. Can you imagine? Do they have crews like that? Drug crews like that? Nobody's killed in Oakland. Nobody nobody even beat up, physically slapped around. Hey, nigga, you owe us $50. Can you imagine? That must have been Santa Claus or Jesus Christ did leave that organization. Yes. That was Jesus, a protege of turn the other cheek Jesus, that had all of that power. So when we talk about power, you don't have to worry about where I'm going to go when I get it, because we're going for power. You saw how we've acted without a whole lot of power. Over the last decades, we've been able to manipulate the system. We said we didn't domesticate this cracker. We have dealt with every aspect of it. So you can't say now, because I need y'all help. This is what we need help. I know y'all a little over the hill, stuff like that, but I'm still your homeboy. We all in it together. So I want you to influence your grandchildren. Some of y'all so old, maybe even your great-grandchildren. Now, remember all the crews. That's LA, that's Oakland, that's San Francisco especially. For old time's sake, I don't want nobody to come visit me, but 8210 MacArthur Boulevard, I'm going to be going to Oakland soon. I want y'all, and this including the penitentiary. Now, I know y'all got telephones in the penitentiary that you can see everything. So anybody outside, when y'all go visit inside, you tell the people, I saw some old Negro on the thing talking about y'all old-time Negroes, businessmen, and Slaussons, and Pyrus, and businessmen, and all of them people. Y'all know who you are. Okay, you got grandchildren. For old time's sake, I want y'all to look out for me on this side. No big deal, but just visit every now and then. Not the functionaries, You can just have somebody drive by. Now, Oakland, y'all can send somebody by all the time. But the LA crew, San Francisco crew, San Diego, all of y'all, if you come by yourself and visit me, you're going to be on 24-hour, 24/7. So if you want to act a fool and come by, you're meant to hang up, doing, get done, and I'm here to look out for you. Boy, you better be clean. If you do any violation of any laws at all, ever, you're in trouble. So that means just watch out for me from the distance. They call it leaderless resistance. Y'all look it up on the internet. We're taking leaderless resistance to a different level. This is leaderless resistance where I don't have to know nothing about you. You have to know about me, and you watch me from a distance. And everybody that like what we're doing, they do things to help, but they don't have to tell me nothing about it. That includes everybody around me. Nobody can listen to stuff for 5 years, 10 years, and not know what to do. So they should do something good for the community. Anyway, so y'all look out for the brother. Now, what have we done? I showed y'all these pictures. You wouldn't believe it. You wouldn't believe it. You're going to think I'm lying, but to do the research, we have slapped the urine out of the whole United States system. So for y'all that had a problem with the Oakland police, we make girls out of them boys. Yes, we do. Every time we go by, we go to the police station just to have a little fun. Now, they worked the brother over a couple of years ago, but that ain't nothing little butt whooping. Remember, we used to fight the goon squad all the time, and all of y'all have been mistreated by the goon squad. Those were the good old days. Now the goon squad almost kill you. They got on all that body armor. You can't fight them. They spray you with all kinds. We got zap guns and zip guns. That ain't no fun fighting all that stuff. But them big old fat jelly roll police, they blow the whistle. Remember the good old days, and they all come running down and jump on you. You could fight them and double up, and they'd be beating each other up, trying to beat you up. They're so mad, they'd be hitting. I used to look up sometime, they'd hit each other, bang. They'd be so mad at you. They trying to kill you and they killing each other. That was fun. They don't do that stuff no more. They're trained and deadlier. The whole system is deadly. You know that they shoot more niggas in the street? Y'all remember the Deadweiler case and all that, and all the why Watts went up and all that? They shoot niggas more now than they was then. Can you imagine? So, you'd be proud of the brother. Look at here. Now I know y'all, a lot of y'all was kind of poor for a while, but the nigga been having money from day one. Once we got hold to a little money, when we got out of Tracy, the white man been foaming at the mouth, and he ain't never got all the money. So he just stay man. Set up, y'all that had 4 or 5 set up, the white man has set me up 800 or 900 times, and I'm just speculating. He can set me up all day, every month, winter, summer, and it don't do him no good. Happy? You know, a lot of y'all got big, especially down there in LA. But were you happy? No, you wasn't. You was peeking over this, shooting niggas and carrying on. So that's what happened, y'all get hold to money. They think I was going to do the same thing. I didn't kill nan Negro. Ask anybody know. Didn't even beat nobody up. Now, how did y'all do that good? Absolutely not. That's why y'all got to help me, because remember how friendly I was in the penitentiary? Never fought a nigga. Do y'all remember me fighting a nigga in the penitentiary from 1957 to 67? Never fought a nigga. only the other people, right? And one little fight I had with, I don't want to mention his name, James Game. Remember that little skinny nigga? He was tough little you know, he was in the Gremlins. I jumped on that boy, and they say I won the fight, but remember he was skinny, had them knuckles. I had, you know, you get hit like that and you have knots on. Yeah, you sure whooped this man. And people be looking, sure don't look like it. Look like, he taught me a lesson. I ain't never messed with nobody since. Never. But I sure do train. I be ready. I said, that boy, he didn't hurt me at all. He just had them little skinny hands. And he had my little stuff all out like this. Yeah, you really whooped him. I said, yes, sir. Except, what's his name? Down in L.A. I ain't gonna say his name, James Stinson. Y'all remember? For what? No, he was in West Side. Remember that big head he had right here? I hit that Negro in the head. I didn't know better. With my fist. In my hands, I could see it swelling up. I'm glad the fight ended. Those taught me a lesson. Know what you're doing, know where to hit people, and don't bother no niggas. And I never have. You tell the truth, y'all know. So now here I am a Muslim, and they trying to get me to fight Muslims. Now y'all remember the big Negro, big preacher there in Oakland? When he was getting big, they tried to start a fight between me and him. And I went by his house, y'all remember that. And of course, it's early in the morning, we've been up all night starting cocaine, paranoid, stuff like that. So, what you want? I said, well, just come by to holler at you. What niggas been saying, I said, that's why I came, because I heard what niggas been saying. Now I'm here to tell you what I say. We never shot it out, we never had a problem. And we're best friends. I was talking about that last year. You know, you said we've been best friends ever. I said, that's right. You hear the Sinaloa cartel, the cartel, Zetas, they get along fine and they start fighting and kill each other. Then you have the Cali cartel, then you have Escobar and them, Medellin cartel. Well, everybody starts shooting each other. Like now, you used to go to Mexico and have fun. They're killing 30 and 40,000 people a year in Mexico. You want to go down there? Heck no. Who started that? The United States government. Because they check the weapons, and the weapons come from the U.S. They come from, what's that? ATF. The ATF is giving them the weapons to fight each other. They always give niggas stuff to fight each other, Arabs stuff to fight each other. Huh? That's why we never argue with niggas. That's why in California, the poor, I'm not going to talk about the dumb Negroes, but they dumb. They're going to try to make me mad to fight them. What is the mean old white man? Right? So, why would I want to fight a dumb Negro? Anyway, we need y'all's help. We don't need money from y'all. But we need back us up. We're going all the way on this one. I know y'all missed out on a lot of fun. Boy, you should have been in Africa, you should have been. I ain't going to just make fun of y'all who's been in the penitentiary. But you want our team still on the same team, and y'all still on the same team. And I never forgot the Negro. I never forgot my alma mater. That's why when Frida Drungle and them needed help, when the Negroes needed help in Africa, or in the Black Panther Party, everybody, you asked them. And we did our part. Okay, now, I'm just telling you, the changes that I went through was to do this Islam. All that stuff with the system, y'all think about it. Have I ever did anything that was not against the system? And did I ever do anything to cooperate with the system? Never. Therefore, from the time we all knew each other up to now, this has been one mission. We just realized it 30 years ago, 35 years ago. That's all. It's all been the same mission all along. And now, I ain't never asked y'all help on nothing, tell the truth. But we need a little help on this. Why? Because we're bigger than individualism. We've been able to play some skillful game. Boy, y'all got to get over some of these CDs here. How you couldn't believe it. See, here's what happens. The Negro almost volunteers to go to jail. After they set a few traps, we trap ourselves. That's why when the police say, if you don't cooperate with us, or if you don't cop a plea, we're going to give you 50 years. Well, your hands is tied. Why? Because you should have stopped a long time ago. You should have arrested a long time ago. We never did because the white man trained us to fail. He trained us to fail. And then the Negroes will go watch them old starch-skin Hutch. I don't remember what it is now, same stuff. Watch them dumb TV shows. That's bad for your brain. Every one of them shows, me and you lose at the end, right? We all go on penitentiary. Why would you watch a picture where your team loses all the time? Your team never wins, right? That's not healthy. But everybody's sitting there watching. There's people watch these old dumb shows they got now about the Muslims watch them so-called terrorism, homeland. Them dumb Muslims, they are dumb people.
And cop shows.
And cop shows. Well, anyway, we need your help. I'm going to fool y'all because, look, you can't do all this stuff at one time. So, strategic leadership, that's what we're talking about. Good, healthy leadership, I am an honest man. Now, usually when somebody said that, break out and I said, oh, that's pitiful. But my hands is tied, I have to say it. I am an honest man. And I won't cut your throat. And I won't disappoint you either. All you sisters, if you think, well, no, that was old days. They used to try to get me to marry all the white women. They sent them to the Masjid. I told them, ask them in Oakland. Ask them in Oakland. I told them, since somebody in them was there, I said, I'm not marrying no white woman. I don't want to be, because at that time, this is in the 80s, all the Negroes that got $5 a head, he would go get a white woman.
Like O.J. Simpson.
Yeah. So why, as an Imam, we're not trying to build just a black movement, but I mean, it wouldn't look right. Now that was those days. I don't exclude nobody now, I mean, because we didn't pass that, and you got to get past it. So if you happen to see me with a euro, it's not because I'm infatuated with euros, but nobody. In fact, I lived in Europe, not only Europe, Scandinavia. So if I didn't bring one home with me, I got to be halfway all right. If I lived in Europe and ain't brought no European home, things is all right. So you got to trust me, brother. We won't disappoint you. We won't steal your money. And we won't run off with your ugly girlfriend. And if y'all my age, you're too old to run off with, good God Almighty. Probably 60 or 70. Some of them children is 80. What would I look like running off with an 80-year-old woman? Where would we go? Down old folks' home and drop them off down into the Salvation Army somewhere. Good God Almighty. Now, it don't have nothing to do with your granddaughters. That's different. Included, let's see, so envision, maintain flexibility, think strategically. You wouldn't believe it, but we done knocked, there's no white folks in America. Henry Kissinger, none of them. This didn't have the experience, the international experience, and can think as strategically and diplomatically as we can. Now, you know, that's the way we talk in jail. They was keeping you up all night lying. I had vocal hymns, I had this, I know that's what it sounds like. This is all true. I'm not lying. But it sounds like a lie. Include determining organization's purpose or vision. Now let's be for real. They knocked all of us, man. They killed some, kept us all in the penitentiary. And I mean, I did find an issue too of time. But we deserve a chance to enjoy some of this earth. The only way to enjoy it is to work for the benefit of the earth, not for the benefit of yourself. I ain't lying. You work for yourself, just yourself. It's okay for a while, but it ain't nothing. It's not like this. You think this is a perpetual high that you never come down, and can't nobody bring you down. That's how good this stuff is. Okay. Good. Developing organization, human capital. Human capital, that's you. Human capital. But now if we get big, see, we'll get some laws changed too, like legalize dope and all of that. That's not because we want to use it, because they can't make any progress with freedoms and everything, and with all these dope things on the books, right? So we got to get them to legalize dope for a while. And then make some of the stuff retroactive. So some of y'all, they were showing me pictures last year in LA, some of the brothers in the federal penitentiary. So I said, yeah, they got right. I haven't seen them since the 1970s. 1970s. Some of our friends, I ain't gonna mention who, did 25 years in the penitentiary, come out and work for the community, and go back for another, what is that? For another 30 years. That means I know people that did 50 years, calendar years. It's unbelievable. And when we raised money for them, that was in 84 and 85. And they've been in the penitentiary since then.